Hello everyone, this is Teacher Peter. Today, I'm going to be giving you another look at a Ladybird reader. This one's a level 3. It's called Hansel and Gretel. Hansel and Gretel. Hansel, Gretel, father, aunt, witch, forest, path, cut wood, stones, bread, cage, oven. So we have a boy and a girl named Hansel and Gretel. They are brother and sister. Then we have their father. Father means dad. But father has no wife, but he does have a sister, and that sister is Hansel and Gretel's aunt. Okay? We also have a bad guy in the story. Actually, we have two bad guys. The aunt is kind of a bad guy, but we also have the witch. And then we have some other vocabulary words. Forest is a place with many, many trees. Path is a road that you can walk on. Cut wood means to take an axe. This thing right here is called an axe. And chop and hit that wood to make firewood or build something. Next we have stones. Stones. Stones are little rocks. And we have bread. Bread. It's hard to see in the picture, but bread is just bread. It's the thing that you eat. You put butter on it, you put cream cheese on it, and you enjoy. Next we have cage, this thing here that you can see that Hansel is inside of. And then finally we have oven. Okay, let's get started. Hansel and Gretel lived with their father and aunt in a little house near a forest. Their father cut wood to get money, but he was very poor. They were all very hungry. So we got some words here. Poor, poor, poor. Poor means you have no money. You have no money, okay? If you have no money, you will feel hungry. Hungry. Hungry because you cannot buy food, okay? So if you look at Hansel and Gretel's father, look at his pants. Are they new pants? Are they nice pants? No, they're old pants. Why? Because they are poor. They can't buy new pants. One day, Hansel and Gretel's father said, "There is no more money. There is no more food for us to eat." This is very bad, okay? He wants to buy food, but they have no money. You can see this is his wallet. His wallet. That's something we put our money inside of, but it's empty. Empty. Then Hansel and Gretel cannot live here, said their aunt. We must leave them in the forest. Let's remember, must. Must. Must means you have to do something. You have no choice. You have to do it. No, said their father. We can't do that. But we must do it, said their aunt. Hansel and Gretel were in their bedroom, but they heard everything. I have an idea, said Hansel, and he went outside to get some stones. Stones. Stones, that's one of our vocabulary words. Okay, stones means little rocks. The next day, they all went into the forest. Hansel put the stones on the path. Wow, what's he doing? He's making a trail. A trail. A trail. In English, we actually have a saying that goes with something that he does later in the story, called leaving a trail of breadcrumbs. It's an English idiom. It means to leave a path behind you that you can follow back. Okay? Hansel is very smart. He is smart because he knows they want to lose him. So he brings stones so he can find his way home. Wait here, said Hansel and Gretel's father. We want to get some wood. Look at Hansel's dad. Is he happy? No. He doesn't want to do this, but he is scared of the aunt, I think. Hansel and Gretel waited all day. Then they found all the stones on the path and walked home. They made it home. They're happy. Hansel and Gretel's father was happy to see them, but their aunt was very angry. Angry. There isn't enough food for all of us, she said. We must take Hansel and Gretel back into the forest. No, said their father. I don't want to do that. Good, the father is smart now. The father says no. He should say no. We have to do it, said their aunt. This time they mustn't come home. Do you remember the word must? Must? Well, now we have mustn't, which means we must not. It doesn't mean we don't have to. Don't have to and mustn't are two different things. Mustn't means we cannot do this. It's not okay to do this, okay? Hansel and Gretel's aunt closed the door and used the key. Look what she's holding in her hand. This is a key. Hansel and Gretel couldn't get out of the house. Hansel couldn't find any stones. What do you do with the key? You lock the door. Okay, so she locked Hansel and Gretel inside the house. Not very nice. Why did she do that? Because she doesn't want them to find stones. The next day, they all went back into the forest. This time, Hansel left some bread on the path. Wait here, said Hansel and Gretel's father. We want to get some wood. But look at this. What's this animal called? It's a bird. And what do birds like to eat when they see it on the ground? Bread. What do you think will happen? What will happen? Hansel and Gretel waited all day. All day. That's a good expression. All day means for the whole day. Then they looked for the bread on the path. But there was no bread. The birds ate it, said Gretel sadly. Hansel and Gretel couldn't get home. So now they're lost. 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 Hansel and Gretel went into the forest. They walked for many hours. In the middle of the forest, they found a house made of candies and cake. They wanted to eat it. Look at that house. It's not too big, but it's made of candy. Do you think the house is salty or sweet? Well, candy is sweet, so I think the house is sweet too. A witch lived in the house, made of candies and cake. She wanted to eat Hansel and Gretel. She put Hansel in a cage and gave him lots of food. Cage, cage, cage. What do we put in a cage? Where can you find a cage? Usually we put animals in cages, and you can find cages in pet stores and zoos. I want him to get fat, said the witch. Then I want to cook him in my fire and eat him. Nah, but Gretel is smart. Where is your fire? Said Gretel. Here, said the witch. She showed the oven to Gretel. Oven is something we cook food inside of. I can't see the fire, said Gretel. The witch opened the oven door. No, I can't see the fire, said Gretel. She keeps pushing the witch to open the door more and more. What is she going to do? The witch opened the oven door as much as she could. Gretel pushed her into the oven and closed the door. Gretel opened the cage. Look at all this money, she said. We can take this home and buy food with it. Money, 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 okay? Look at all this money that they have now. very happy. They did not have money before, right? Now they do, because the witch is a very successful businesswoman. Hansel and Gretel walked for many hours, and then they found their house. Their father was very happy to see them. Your aunt left, he said. She doesn't live here now. That's good, because with the aunt gone, they won't try to lose the kids in the forest anymore, right? And also, the aunt doesn't get to benefit from them having the money now. Hansel and Gretel lived with their father for many years. They were very happy in their little house near the forest. There you go, and that's the story of Hansel and Gretel. Kind of a scary story because there's a witch and a fire. But it worked out well in the end. Everybody is happy, and the evil aunt is also gone. I hope you enjoyed the story, and I hope that you come back to this video to practice every once in a while. Have a great week, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.